Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm basically just going to redesign a thumbnail here in Canva. I made this thumbnail about 9 months ago, coming up 10 months, and I'm the YouTube producer for Ali Abdaal. So over the past year, I made a whole lot of thumbnails for the channel, and yeah, I think I just want to redesign this one. I don't really have a new concept in mind, but I kind of look at it and I just think it looks a bit average. So I'm just gonna like make it a little bit better basically, and kind of show you how I made it in the first place in case you're interested. It's a bit messy, there's a lot going on. I actually don't think it's a very good thumbnail, but I don't have a new idea right now, and I kind of just want to show you like how it was made, because I know that people are somewhat interested in this kind of style, and then yeah, make it slightly better in the process is my goal. So we'll see what it looks like at the end. Yeah, this is the original. I'm just going to duplicate it so that we can see kind of like, you know, how much better this one gets. I'm going to redesign this one. So the first thing is I feel like Ali and the background, let me move myself over here. I feel like Ali and the background is a little funky. Maybe it's the background that is the issue. Ooh, the brightness is very high. Turn down that. Okay, not sure what happened there. Is there anything weird going on here? Let's just reset that. Okay, I'm going to turn that down. We like a blue background on the channel, in case you couldn't tell. Let's also just get a bit of blur going. Nice. Just, yeah. Actually, let's go back to the background. Gonna make it a little bit bluer. Do I want it to be brighter, darker, maybe a bit more vibrance? Yeah, we like a bit of blue. Touch of saturation. Crikey. Yeah, just, I think it's kind of cool. Bit of blue, it's a bit on brand. Yeah, I'm gonna make Ali a tiny bit bigger if I can, and still make him not like, look a bit like, because he's got a cutout version of him behind him. So this is just like on top. So I delete it to see if you can see like the Ali behind him. It's not necessarily the best photo. I mean, to be honest, I don't think it is the best photo. Like, you know, could do this kind of vibe, which is like a much, you know, better photo. But there's something to be said for this like icon format in this with this type of video. I generally don't like the icon format that much anymore. But yeah, anyway, this could be better. I think let's just sort the shadow out on that. Just ramp up blur and transparency and make the letter spacing. So that's the line spacing. Sort out the letter spacing. Oops. What am I doing? That. Okay, interesting. Interesting. What about League Spartan? Ooh, a little bit better. Little bit better. I think these guys are distracting and don't add anything. So, okay, we're already looking quite a bit better. Is there a better photo of Ali? Is there a better photo of Ali? What if I just use this one? What if I just use this one? Because we could zoom in a bit more. Well, let's just test this out. Gonna remove the background. Oh, that was quick. I just need to do it again. Oh no, wait, has it gone? No. Sometimes it glitches and it doesn't like doesn't do it properly. Why is that not the right size? There we go. You have to get them to overlap so you can't tell. Okay, it's a little bigger, but I'm gonna have to move it in a second anyway. Let's just see how this looks, just straight off the bat. Interesting. And what if, I'm actually just going to cut that off and put that down there for the meantime. What if I just make Ali a little more prominent? Get the lines. Ooh. I don't mind that. I spend a lot of time looking at Ali's face, if you haven't already picked that up. which is a little weird. Where's the middle of the freaking thing? This could even be a bit bigger. I don't know. So what I like to do in Canva is, like I'm gonna sort out the coloring here. I'm just getting a sort of concept. What I like to do in Canva though is basically duplicate and then change something. So like duplicate, make that a bit smaller. Now kind of look at these two. Which one is better? Probably the bigger one. Now that you see them alongside, which kind of makes sense. You know, bigger is easier, but all that kind of crap. But like, it's easier to read. But yeah, per day. Well, actually, I shouldn't. So what I should do is duplicate and then change it, because then you can see them side by side. Because your brain plays tricks when you don't compare. Oh, actually, that's quite hard to tell what is better. Do I like this? I feel like these... Yeah, maybe I do. It's a little bit better, I think, than the original, which is the goal here. Oops. Why is that not moving? Just moving these into like a kind of nicer vibe. Flex my design principles. Just kind of... Shortcut for grouping. I actually didn't notice that. What is it? Command G. Well, let's use that. And oops. Command G. Okay. So I actually want these two to be aligned. Nice, they are. Oh, why is that not working? Yeah, I think this is broadly better. Okay, those two are aligned. Those two are aligned. It's not perfect. It could definitely be a lot slicker. It could definitely be, I think. Okay, let's sort out this boy. Like, if I just make this, we just get the coloring right on this, we'll be able to see whether it's actually better than the original. And just see, well, I'm just kind of trying to... Yeah, maybe that's fine. So I'm just going to very briefly just make him a bit brighter, pop out a bit. You have to be quite garish with thumbnails sometimes, because, yeah, that's quite a lot, but... Okay, let's just compare him. I'm going to tighten up the coloring a bit more, but like... I mean, it's a lot better. It's a lot better. The icons are still kind of crap, I think. But it's better. I can't really be bothered to kind of spend too much time. It's 9:14 on a Tuesday evening. Too much time like sorting the icons out. But I just kind of wanted to show you guys like behind the scenes, and then yeah, like tighten it up a bit. What am I doing? I'm just gonna make this a bit bluer and blur a touch, maybe like 15, maybe 20. Let's blur him. Let's bring some clarity into him. Sharpness even. Maybe like 15. Nice. Look at that. He's popping. He's popping. You got a nice. Just gonna make it, yeah, a little bit there. I just delete him to see where his like former self was. Nice. Nice. Okay. Just gonna drag this around. I kind of want to just be in the freaking middle of the thing. Can I align like centrally with the actual? No, whatever. Group. I just don't feel like that's the middle. Where's the middle? Okay. That's the middle. Yeah, let's sort out Ali. I'm just going to actually zoom out whilst I do this. Because sometimes, well, maybe he's actually okay. I mean, I just did that in literally 2 seconds. Like, it's kind of mental, but it kind of works. Thumbnails are really ridiculously important for like the success of a video, but in this case I am just tidying this one up, and I'm just because I thought it looked a little bit dodge. I don't like the way you can see a little blur and behind the blurred alley behind, so I'm just gonna make it a little bigger. Nice. And if I delete, you can't really see any of that alley. Nice. I mean, I think that's a lot clearer. Like, you kind of look at this and you see, the first thing you see is like a nice face, and along with the title, which is, how I earned millions in 2022, you're drawn to the number. I think that's the kind of hero here. And yeah, that's the main thing here. You're drawn to number, but the kind of face and the kind of icons like support that. That's kind of like, you're like, oh wow. There's probably a better version of this where like actually you get rid of the number. No, sorry, you don't get rid of the number. You get rid of like a bunch of these, which are the less. Oh, what's going on? Why is that happening? My mouse is kind of going funky. Get rid of the less interesting ones, like maybe Skillshare. People don't know what that is. Like, people know what email, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube are. Let's probably just get rid of that. Maybe get rid of that. Stick with 3. Move Ali to the right-hand side like this. And then move Ali to the right-hand side like this. Whatever. This is just conceptual. Probably have to move that like that and ungroup, get this guy, and let's just leave him on the numbers for now rather than cover the per day as well. And then kind of somehow there's like a concept here where these guys are like, these 3 are kind of pointing towards the number. But like, and there's like an arrow involved, or something. Or maybe just one, like maybe even just one of these. Like, because ultimately it is YouTube that is like the big revenue, one of the big revenue drivers. So like maybe there's some kind of like, I don't know, something. I'm just going to get the arrow involved so that I'm like, so that we're thinking about it. Because I think the main thing is that, like, hero here, the big number is £12,000 a day, dollars a day. So like, and how can we show that it's YouTube as well? Because in the title, it's how I earn millions in 2022. The reason I like Canva is you're just playing around with concepts here. It is a bit limiting, but like, I mean, like, that tells us sort of a story, but not really. There's something around here. I think I'm just going to go with the one above, but like, there's something here where you arrange these things in a certain way, where there's like a really interesting sort of curiosity gap, where it's like, how has this dude earned that much money through YouTube, kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to have a go at designing it, like, feel free. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one. And then I will just download it, move my face out of the way, just download it like this, page 5, PNG suggested, like that. Just click download. And then what I will do is, like, you know, I often do this like as part of the process, part of the thumbnail process, is checking them as I go, kind of putting it in here and uploading them and be like, how does that sound? How does that look? To be fair, that actually looks pretty clean. It's like a lot cleaner than the like original version here. That's like, it stands out quite nicely. You know, you've got a Mr. Beast thumbnail here. It's competing, you know. I actually, yeah, pretty solid, pretty pleased with that. It's not perfect, could be better, but thumbnails could always be better. And like, unlike Mr. Beast, you know, we don't all have hours and hours to spend, or like unlimited money and time basically to spend on thumbnails and to get like 10 different variations or 20 different variations. And also his audience is very like, it's entertainment based and it's children, a lot of, or not children, like teenagers, and like, yeah, I imagine it is. So, whereas we're kind of go for a bit more classy, a bit more like educated, kind of vibe, like, or educational vibe, sorry. Yeah, but that's that. We'll upload it as probably as an A/B test just to see. But like, it's almost definitely better. So, even if the A/B test did worse, I would probably switch it out. Yeah, hope that was helpful. See you in the next video.